Let me ask you something personal, not to make you uncomfortable, but because it really matters. Have you ever found yourself struggling after using the toilet, twisting and turning, trying to reach, feeling like it takes way more effort than it used to? If you've ever felt like even something as simple as cleaning yourself after going to the bathroom has become difficult, please know you are not alone. And more importantly, it's not your fault. Aging brings changes we never signed up for. Joints stiffen, our balance isn't what it used to be, hands lose some strength, and let's be honest, that flexibility we had in our 30s, gone without a trace. But here's the thing, just because your body has changed doesn't mean you have to give up your independence. You don't have to rely on someone else to help you feel clean and comfortable. There are easier ways, gentle, practical solutions that can help you take back control over your daily routine. Today, we're going to talk about them. Because dignity matters, confidence matters, and that quiet sense of pride that comes from handling your own hygiene without needing help, that matters too. This video is here for one purpose, to make your life easier. We're going to walk through some simple, smart, and compassionate solutions that help you clean yourself after toileting without stress, strain, or embarrassment. Not only are these tips helpful for you, but if you're a caregiver or have a loved one who's struggling with this conversation could change everything. So let's begin right at the heart of the matter. The first thing I want to say might sound a little odd, but bear with me. The way most of us have been taught to wipe after using the toilet simply isn't designed for aging bodies. For most of our lives, we've been using regular toilet paper, twisting our torso, reaching behind us, hoping for the best. That method works well until it doesn't. When your shoulders ache, when your balance is shaky, when your arms don't quite bend the way they used to, that basic motion becomes exhausting. Worse, it can leave you feeling like you didn't clean well enough, and that leads to discomfort, odor, even infections. So what's the better way? Let's start with this. Have you ever considered using a bidet? Now, don't let the word throw you off. You might picture fancy hotel bathrooms or gadgets you don't know how to use, but bidets today are a game changer. They've come a long way. There are now affordable, easy-to-install bidet toilet seats that fit right on top of your existing toilet. Some of them have warm water, a gentle spray you can control with the push of a button, and even a dryer that replaces the need for toilet paper altogether. For older adults, especially those with arthritis, back pain, or mobility challenges, a bidet isn't just a luxury, it's a tool of independence. No more twisting, no more reaching, just the soothing sensation of warm water, gently cleaning you in seconds. It's cleaner, it's more comfortable, and once you try it, many people say they never want to go back. And if installing a full bidet seat feels overwhelming, that's okay. There are also handheld bidet sprayers, like a little shower head next to your toilet, that work just as well. These can be especially helpful if you're already seated on a raised toilet seat or need flexibility. Now, let's say you're not quite ready for a bidet, or maybe you live somewhere where installing one just isn't an option. There's still a gentle solution. Have you heard of long-handled toilet aids? They might not be something you've seen before, but these tools are created for one purpose, to help you clean yourself easily without twisting your back or straining your arms. They're discreet, lightweight, and designed to hold toilet paper or wet wipes securely, allowing you to reach comfortably and safely. When you're done, you press a button and the used paper is released right into the toilet. It might feel strange at first, using a tool for something so personal. But when you realize how much easier it makes your life, how much tension it removes from your body, it starts to feel less like a tool and more like freedom. Freedom from pain, freedom from needing to ask someone for help, freedom from the fear of not being clean enough. And speaking of clean, let's talk about something else that doesn't get enough attention, the materials you use. Regular toilet paper can be rough, especially on delicate skin, and as we age, our skin gets thinner and more sensitive. Some people even deal with issues like hemorrhoids, which makes wiping even more uncomfortable. That's where flushable wet wipes can really help. Look for ones labeled gentle or sensitive, no alcohol, no fragrance. The moisture helps clean more thoroughly with less wiping, which means less irritation. But, and this is important, make sure they're truly flushable, or better yet, toss them in the trash just to be safe. Many wipes can clog plumbing over time, especially in older homes. Some people even keep a small trash bin with a lid near the toilet just for that purpose. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference in your comfort and cleanliness. Now, before we move on, I want to acknowledge something. Talking about these things, toileting, hygiene, independence, it's not always easy. It can feel embarrassing, but I want to gently remind you there's nothing shameful about needing a little help, and there's nothing weak about looking for better ways to care for yourself. In fact, it takes strength to face these challenges head on and say, I deserve better, because you do. So if you've been quietly struggling, if you've been pretending it's not a big deal, if you've avoided bringing it up because you didn't know where to start, I'm so glad you're here. You've taken the first step, And there are more steps we can take together. Now, we've talked about some helpful tools like bidets, handheld sprayers, and extended handle aids that can make cleaning yourself easier, gentler, and more dignified. But those are just one part of the picture, because the truth is, ease and comfort in the bathroom aren't just about the tools. It's also about how your body moves, how your setup works, and how confident you feel when you're in that space. Let's talk a little about mobility. One of the biggest reasons older adults find it harder to clean themselves is simply because it's harder to twist or reach. Maybe your balance isn't what it used to be. Maybe arthritis makes your shoulders or wrists stiff. Or maybe your legs don't feel steady enough to hover over the toilet or lean sideways for support. Whatever it is, you are not alone. These are incredibly common changes after 60, and they're nothing to be ashamed of. But there are some smart, easy things you can do to help your body move a little more comfortably while you're in the bathroom. Let me ask, have you ever considered adding grab bars or a raised toilet seat? I know, those things might sound like something you'd see in a hospital, but today's home products are much more discreet, stylish, and simple to install. And they make an enormous difference. A raised toilet seat means you don't have to bend your knees so deeply or struggle to stand up. It brings the toilet up to a more natural height, easing pressure on your joints. Combine that with a side rail or a grab bar, and suddenly something as basic as sitting and standing becomes smooth and safe again. And here's something not many people talk about. When you feel more stable while sitting down, it's easier to position yourself for wiping or rinsing. You're not rushing because you're afraid of falling. You're not wobbling or holding onto the wall with one hand. You feel calm, balanced, and in control. And that alone makes the cleaning process more effective. Another game changer? Footstools. Yes, that little stool you might have used when your kids were potty training, it works for adults too. A small step under your feet changes the angle of your hips, helping your body naturally line up for a more complete bowel movement. This means less strain, less time on the toilet, and yes, less mess to clean afterward. It's such a small change, but it helps tremendously. And again, it's all about making your time in the bathroom easier and more comfortable, not harder. Now let's switch gears a little and talk about something we often forget: hydration. You might be thinking, what does drinking water have to do with cleaning myself? And the answer is more than you might realize. When you're dehydrated, your stools become hard and dry. That means going to the bathroom takes more effort. You may strain more, and when you're done, you're often left with residue that clings, making cleaning not only more difficult, but more frustrating. But when your body is well hydrated, everything moves more smoothly. Your stools are softer, easier to pass, and far less messy. That means less wiping, less time on the toilet, less irritation to your skin. And speaking of skin, let's take a moment to talk about skincare, because it matters more than most people think. As we age, the skin around our bottom becomes thinner, more delicate, and more prone to irritation. Combine that with frequent wiping, especially with dry or rough toilet paper, and you've got a recipe for discomfort, rashes, or even tiny tears in the skin. That's why I always encourage using moisturizing wipes or a gentle, unscented cleansing cloth. Not only do they clean better than dry toilet paper, but they also protect your skin from friction and dryness. If you've had any itching, burning, or soreness after cleaning, switching to a gentle wipe can make a world of difference. And afterward, applying a barrier cream, something like zinc oxide or a light moisturizer, can help soothe and protect your skin throughout the day. Now, I know this might feel like a lot to think about, but here's the beautiful part. Every little improvement makes a difference. Each step you take, whether it's adjusting your toilet seat, trying a wipe instead of paper, or drinking one more glass of water, brings you closer to feeling comfortable, confident, and independent again. And isn't that what we all want as we get older? Because needing help sometimes doesn't mean you've lost your independence. It just means you're wise enough to make life easier for yourself. There's courage in that. There's grace in that. You're not giving up control. You're taking it back. And if you're a caregiver watching this video, hoping to support your parent or your loved one, let me say this. Even small changes can protect their dignity and give them the privacy they deserve. Sometimes all it takes is showing them a better way, gently, patiently, without shame, helping them feel seen and heard. That's where healing starts. So whether you're here for yourself or someone you care about, you're already on the right path. You're choosing awareness, care, and better living, and that's something to be proud of. You've already learned about how small changes like using raised toilet seats, grab bars, and moisturizing wipes can make a big difference in feeling safe and comfortable after toileting. Now, let's explore a few last tips that can truly transform your bathroom routine into something easier and more dignified. One important habit is to give yourself enough time and patience. Rushing often leads to frustration and can make cleaning more difficult. When we slow down, we give our bodies a chance to relax, and cleaning becomes a gentler process. Think of it as a moment of care for yourself, rather than a chore to hurry through. Another simple but powerful change is to organize your bathroom space thoughtfully. Keep your wipes, creams, and tools within easy reach. When everything you need is close by, it reduces strain and helps you feel more independent. Imagine not having to stretch or stand up just to grab something. That convenience makes a huge difference. You might also consider using a portable bidet if you haven't tried one yet. These little devices are easy to use and highly effective. They're gentle on sensitive skin, reduce the need for wiping, and help you feel fresh and clean without effort. Plus, many models are small and discreet, so you can take them with you if you travel or visit family. It's also okay to ask for help if you need it. Some days your body might feel stronger, other days not so much. Having a trusted friend, family member, or caregiver nearby to assist, even if only occasionally, can reduce stress and prevent accidents. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Throughout all these tips, one thing stands out. Your dignity matters most. Cleaning yourself after toileting is a private, personal moment. Finding ways to make it easier, safer, and more comfortable honors your independence and self-respect. It's about living your life fully, with confidence. Now, as you reflect on these ideas, remember this. Every small step you take adds up. These adjustments aren't about dramatic overhauls, but about gentle improvements that fit naturally into your life. Maybe tomorrow you'll try using a moisturizing wipe instead of dry toilet paper. Maybe you'll look into installing a grab bar or setting up a small footstool in your bathroom. Maybe you'll simply take a deep breath and allow yourself the time you deserve. Whatever you choose, know this. Taking care of yourself with kindness and intention is the best thing you can do at any age. And if you ever feel unsure or overwhelmed, remind yourself that you're not alone. Many people your age face similar challenges, and together, sharing knowledge and support, we can all find better ways to live comfortably and with joy. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found these ideas helpful, I'd love to hear your thoughts or any tips you've discovered that make your daily routine easier. Please share in the comments below. If you'd like more helpful advice on living well after 60, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. There's so much more to explore together. Here's to your health, your comfort, and your beautiful independence, because every day is a new chance to live your best life, just as you are.